What's up, guys? Vic-Play-by here. I am back. Finally, I am back. It is Friday. I am off work. I am ready for these playoff basketball games. I was able to catch the last few seconds of the New Orleans Pelicans against the Warriors. Pelicans ended up taking the victory. They beat the Warriors. Now the series is 2-1. We're unable to go down 2-2. Actually go down 3-0. So that's good for them right there. So guys, I am excited to be here now. It's been a while since I've been able to cover a game. So we're checking out the Utah Jazz versus the Houston Rockets. That is right. We got these two teams tied at 1 game apiece. Obviously, let's just go over it right here, guys. Two guys that we need to focus on, obviously, James Harden. That is right. The potential MVP. He is the guy that has just been dominating throughout this regular season. Struggled a few games, here and there in the playoffs. But good thing is he has a team that's going to help him around him, especially CP3, Ariza, PJ Tucker, Clint Capella, obviously. But he's still one of the most dominant ISO players. So you know that as soon as you get the ball and he kind of calls out his play and he knows, okay, I'm going to take this ball on whoever's guarding me, whether he gets the mismatch, and that's Gobert, whether it's Ingles that's going to guard him, or if it's going to be the rook Donovan Mitchell. He's going to try to go one-on-one and just beat you to it like that. Force you into me. They're making a decision. You're going to let me go by you, slam it right on your head, or you're going to foul me, and I'm going to get those 2 easy points at the free throw line. The next player we got to focus on for the Utah Jazz is obviously the rookie, Donovan Mitchell. He's just been killing like that. He's been helping his team. Without Ricky Rubio, he took over some of the duties of playing the point guard. He's been moving the ball. He's been moving the offense. He's been the one that's kind of been orientating everything around for the Utah Jazz. He's been the one either having to score the points, or he's just going to have to find that open guy to help him. And, the amount of pressure that you already have to ask on him as a rookie like that, you could just tell like that. Basically, show somebody like film of Donovan Mitchell, the plays he's been doing, like that play, that one dunk he got last game on game 2, where he hit it off the shot a little teardrop, but it was a little bit too short, hit off the rim. He himself went up, caught it with one hand, and he jammed it down on Capella and Ariza. You don't think that this guy is a rookie like that. The way he's playing, how confident he is in his game, it's incredible. How he's been playing these playoffs, especially against the Thunder, and then now against the Houston Rockets. He helped them lead in game 2, stay with it, not give up any leads, and they ended up just taking it. And they knew it too. I think if there's any post game of it, I think he even talked about saying that they learned a lot when they lost that 25-point lead against the Thunder. And they had the lead, about a 10-point lead against the Houston Rockets. They let it dwindle down. Houston looked like they were about to take over, and Utah just put their foot down, kept going, didn't let up on their energy and their focus, and they knew that they can at least take 1 game on the road. They were in good position for this series. Now we got it, guys. We got the broadcast coming up right here. I think they're about to show the starting lineups. I'm ready, dude. I'm ready. I am ready for this game right here. It's going to be a lot of fun to call. I've called both Houston Rockets game when they faced off against the Minnesota Timberwolves, and I was able also to call the Utah Jazz versus the Thunder series, which is really fun. So we'll see which one of these two teams is going to take advantage. Right now the momentum I feel like has to be with the Utah Jazz. They have won game 2 on the road. All right, they got a victory. They're also, look at this, coming back home. They're in Utah. They got the home crowd energy on their side. It's so we'll see if they can at least utilize that and not let that go, because that can be a huge advantage, especially against the number 1 team right here in the West. That's trying to their goal. They've been explicit to the whole league that they want to make it to the finals, and if they don't make it to the finals, it's a bust for them, and that's in the Houston Rockets. So we'll see what that Donovan Mitchell, the rookie, can do, what Gobert can do, what Ingles can do, because it's not just going to be around them. It's going to have to be the whole team. So we got the starting lineups here, guys. We got looking really the same right here for the Rockets. It's Harden, Chris Paul, Trevor Ariza, PJ Tucker, and Clint Capella. Now for the Utah Jazz, we got Royce O'Neal, we got Donovan Mitchell, Joe Ingles, Derek Favors, and we got Rudy Gobert. See what these guys can do. Guys, let me know in the chat if you're watching right here who you think is going to take this game. And let's go. Let's get this started. And we got Utah with the ball right here. We got Ingles guarded by Harden right here. Now we got him switching off. We got Favors. Got the mismatch here on Harden. He's got the size on him and the power, but he kicks it off to Ingles for the 3. Look at that. First shot right there. First three-pointer, and it drains it down. Joe Ingles has been on fire in this series from three-point land right there. Everything he's kind of shooting, he's just been finding that touch, and he's got it. We got CP3 now. Finding Harden. Look at this two-man game right here. Oh, nice little sneak pass right there into Capella, and Capella makes a nice little floater from 5 feet. And the score is 3-2. Utah is up by 1. We got Donovan Mitchell here, the rookie, had a big game. Game 2 helped him get that victory. Now he's got the going up. Oh, tries to get the layup, but Ariza swats it right there. Now Ariza gets the ball back, got some space, shoots it from 3, and he drains his first 3 right there. The score is 5-3. Houston Rockets are up by 2. Now we got Donovan Mitchell kicking it out to Ingles. Ingles driving it against Harden, steps back. Oh, air ball in that one, but it's deflected off the Rockets, so Utah gets the ball back. Look at those game 1 right there. Obviously, another thing that was a big factor in game 2 was that Houston just did not hit their lethal weapon, which is that three-pointer like that. They were not able to hit their threes, and Utah was, and that just gave them a bigger advantage and why they also took the victory in game 2. Now we got Utah trying to inbound it before the 5-second. Oh, and they gave up the ball right there. Another turnover. Here comes James Harden. Harden kicking off to Ariza. Ariza to PJ Tucker for corner 3. That's a back-to-back threes for the Houston Rockets. And the score is 8-3. Houston is up by 5. And a quick timeout by Quinn Snyder. He is not happy to giving up those back-to-back threes already. Only 2 minutes have been played in this game so far, and it's already a timeout, guys. Oh, man. Yeah, I had a feeling too, especially what I was going to talk to before the game started was it's the threes that they weren't able to hit in game 3. They were in home, they were kind of feeling them. I don't think they took the Utah Jazz for granted, but I just felt like their energy wasn't really there as it was in game 1. And then they just weren't hitting those threes that they usually hit. Ariza wasn't able to hit. PJ Tucker wasn't able to hit. But now look at this. We got PJ Tucker hitting a corner 3 already. Trevor Ariza pulling up, hits his 3. So, I mean, this is what's going to be key. And I think that's another key for Utah is that, I mean, you obviously you can't just hope on the Rockets. Just, okay, let's just hope that they miss their shots or let's hope that they miss their threes. It's got to be more than that. You have to run them off the three-point line, force them to try to attack the rim and maybe make them take tougher shots, maybe take them mid-range shots. There's been times where, like, they're just so used to taking their threes, like PJ Tucker and Mute, especially Harden sometimes, making them shoot those mid-range shots. Maybe it can alter the way they think because it's just so used to live and die by the 3, live and die by the 3. Maybe giving them those mid-range shots and forcing them to score in different manners can kind of help Utah maintain them. But obviously easier said than done, and that's basically from my perspective. Guys, this is Vic-Play-by-Play. We are waiting for the game to go back. Let me know in the chat if you guys who do you guys think is going to take this game, who's going to take this game and take this series like that, make a 2-1 lead. Let me know. Right now I feel like Utah has the advantage. Let's see if they can utilize that momentum and that energy that they have from the crowd and see where they can go from there and see if they can build off that and take an early lead. Obviously Quinn Snyder already not taking any precautions, calling it an immediate timeout and letting us, probably going to make a few adjustments, let his team know, okay, hey, stay the course. I mean, because this is early. You cannot let these guys catch fire and start hitting from 3. So we'll see where that goes right here. Oh, man. And then I was just watching the Pelicans versus the Warrior game right now before this one started. And the Pelicans just gave it to the Warriors the whole game. I think they were able to maintain a lead like that. The home crowd was just giving them that energy. They did not want to go down 3-0. I'm sure that no team wants to go down 3-0. But they just kind of were relentless like that. You can see Drew Holiday was just aggressive, driving his way, scoring all the way to the basket, trying to get either the foul or the easy bucket. Mirotic was able to hit his threes, so that was an awesome game to see, and it makes it a lot more interesting. I like when series are way more interesting. I like them going game 6s, game 7s. It's just to see kind of that mentality of how players are going to react, especially the star players. How are they going to, react to the crowd if they're on a road game, just stuff like that I enjoy watching. All right, guys, we got the broadcast coming back right here. The score is 8-3. Houston is up by 5. They've hit back-to-back 3-pointers, and we'll see what Utah can change it up right here. Showing Donovan Mitchell, my gosh, dude, this guy does not look like a... He's not playing like a rookie at all like that. He's just literally just playing like he's been here before. And we'll see what this game holds for him, how aggressive he's going to come out, and see how he can impact the game and help Utah. So we got Inglis bringing the ball up, who's guarded by James Harden. We got 10.5 minutes left in this first quarter. Donovan Mitchell giving Inglis a screen, but Inglis pulls it back, gives him another screen. Mitchell's trying to call for the ball. Now he's got it by James Harden. Nice little matchup right here. I love seeing the stars go up. Look at his pump fakes. Shoots it, but not enough power on that. Air ball. Another turnover right there for the Utah Jazz. Here comes James Harden. Waiting for that screen by PJ Tucker. He's got space. Gives it off to Tucker. Tucker giving it off to Chris Paul. Chris Paul, nice little slip pass to Tucker for the nice little floater from 10 feet. Nice play right there by Chris Paul getting his assist. And the score is 10-3. Houston is up by 7. We got Mitchell giving it off to Inglis. Let's see how they play Mitchell like that. Seems like they're going to start double teaming him, giving him different looks. We got Inglis giving it off to Favors, who shoots like a 22-foot jump shot. Didn't make that one. Now Ariza gives the rebound, gives it off to Chris Paul, who drives it in the lane. Kicks it out to Tucker. Tucker back to Chris Paul, who's got Inglis on him. Working right there in the post. Chris Paul, he's got the space. Oh, Inglis with the nice quick hands. Almost stripped the ball. Chris Paul, 15-foot jump shot. Oh, that's vintage Chris Paul, but he couldn't make that one right there. So then we got O'Neal. Oh, behind the back right there. Nice dribble. Oh, give it off to Favors in the post. Pump fake. Gets Capella in the air, and he scores a nice easy layup. Nice move right there. Nice plays by O'Neal to Favors. The score is 10-5. Houston is up by 5. Chris Paul giving it off to Harden. Harden giving it to Capella. Capella drives and he dunks it right on the Utah defense. The score is 12-5. Houston is up by 7. Mitchell going around the screen. Favor was open. Inglis threw it over to him, but another turnover. There's already a few turnovers that they've had, and O'Neal immediately gives the foul right there on Chris Paul to stop the transition right there. Nice, smart foul. Yeah, they've already gotten a few turnovers already. Inglis throwing it up to Favors, but that getting stripped. Bad possession, I think, by Mitchell trying to get through Harden. Ends up forcing a shot that he didn't want to take. It's not a good start so far for the Utah Jazz right now. So we got CP3 giving it off to Harden. Harden guarded by Mitchell, but there was a foul called. So now Houston will take the ball out again. The score is still 12-5 right there. Oh, actually, it was a defensive 3 seconds right there. So it seems like everybody's kind of Mitchell, Gobert, and O'Neal are kind of talking it over as Harden hits his technical free throw shot right there and increases the lead 13-5. Mike D'Antoni, you'll see a bunch of his facial reactions to some of the plays, either good or bad. You'll be able to see him. Here comes Harden around the screen. He's got so much space, floats it right over Gobert's hand, and he scores down that one. First points for Harden. The score is 15-5. Houston is up to a 10-point lead. Mitchell kicking out to Favors. Favors back to Mitchell. Gives it to O'Neal. O'Neal open lane. Oh, gets it stripped by Chris Paul, and it goes off of O'Neal's knees. Another turnover for Utah. And Houston gets the ball back and try to increase that lead. They're on a nice little run right now. Chris Paul going around that Capella screen. Gives it off to Harden. Harden guarded by Mitchell. Nice little dribble. Oh, step back behind the 3. Oh, off the side of the rim. Couldn't make that. And Ingles comes up with the rebound. Ingles working on Capella. Aggressive. Kicks it out to Favors. Favors for 3. Oh, no. He couldn't make that one right from the corner. And CP3 comes up with the rebound. CP3 hands it off to Ariza. Ariza, nice little pump fake. Gives it back to CP3. CP3, nice little slip pass to Ariza again. Ariza drives it in. And he lost it. Sets it stripped. But it's Houston Rocket ball. Houston is moving the ball really well. Everybody's cutting, running, knows where they have to be. And they're just... Utah is just kind of not keeping up yet, and they're just kind of making these nice little slip passes and getting guys in the right positions and the right spots where they can score. Jay Crowder just came into the game. Capella's got so much space. Rudy Gobert's giving him so much space to shoot, but they know that he doesn't have a jump shot. Now he's going to attack. Look at him. Going against Gobert. Oh, couldn't make that little floater. Nice defense by Utah. Now Crowder gets his first touch of the game, gives it off to Ingles. Ingles tries to alley-oop it to Gobert, but it gets deflected again. Houston's got nice quick hands this game. Here comes Harden, driving open. Nobody gonna defend that. Easy left-handed layup. Another points for Harden, and the score is 17-5. Houston is up by 12. Donovan Mitchell. Now he's guarded. Oh, pulls up. Oh, from three. That was about a few feet away from the three-point line, but misses that one. Now here comes CP3 going around the screen. He's got some space. Jump shot. Money on that one for CP3. That is just his patented shot. He loves coming off those screens, and if you give him too much space, CP3 will take that jump shot, no problem, and he'll just drain it like he did there. The score is 19-5. Houston is up by 14. They are just rolling right now. Everything they're shooting is going in. Ingles gives it off to Mitchell. Mitchell crosses James Harden over, goes up, and he couldn't make that one, and it ends up being a foul on Donovan Mitchell. Charge. Nothing is working right now for Utah Jazz. They're driving it in. They're taking shots. They're trying to pass it to each other in ball movement, but it doesn't work. He has a nice crossover, but Ariza, good move to stay still outside the restricted area. Doesn't move. He freezes and gets Donovan Mitchell in the air to crash right into him. Gets the charge called on him. And that's something that Donovan Mitchell doesn't want. He can't get into foul trouble because he's one of the main contributors on offense. Here comes James Harden, three-pointer. No, too strong off the glass, and Crowder comes up with the rebound. Here comes Mitchell. Mitchell, nice little crossover moves on Tucker. Oh, almost moves that pivot foot, but he sticks it right there, and he ends up banking the shot, and he gets his first points. The score is 19-7. Houston is still up by 12. Here comes James Harden, bringing the ball up, giving it off to Eric Gordon, who's in the game. He takes his first jump shot from 15 feet, and he drains it. The score is 21-7. Houston is up by 14 again. Ingles bringing the ball up. Now he gets aggressive. Gives it off to Exum. Exum to Crowder. Crowder drives it in. Uses the contact. Gets the foul, but he couldn't make the shot. And he'll go to the line for his first free throws. And the first free throws for Utah. Yeah, I think that's what's gonna be the key. I think for Utah is just they're really good at ball movement in their series against the Thunder. They were really good at moving the ball in Game 2 as well. I think that's just what's going to be the key is try to move around the Houston defense like that. Move the ball as much as you can because you know that you have guys that can score. You have Exum who was able to attack the basket. He was able to drive and just kind of initiate contact and just drive it, either dunk it or get a nice easy layup. Or you have Crowder and Ingles who can just knock down and shoot for threes. Then you have Mitchell who can do both. He can knock down threes. He can attack the basket, go up and under his nice little patented layups that he's been doing. Nice spin moves. That's when it's going to be the key for me. Is just Utah's got to keep moving the ball. Crowder hits both free throws. Oh, what a reverse right there by Eric Gordon. Nice reverse right there. Oh, and look at that. Look, ball movement. Oh, nice putback by Rudy Gobert. Ingles shoots a three, rattles in and out, but Gobert was right in the position to get that putback, and he scores it in. The score is 23-10. Houston is up by 13. Harden guarded by Exum. Gives it off to Eric Gordon. Pump fakes. Gets open, but he gives it to Tucker. Now he gets it back. Eric Gordon pulls up from three. No, he couldn't make it. And look at that. Capella hustling to get that offensive rebound. Now he gives it off to Harden. Harden guarded by Mitchell. This is the matchup I love seeing. Harden kicks it out to Ariza. Ariza for three. His second three. He drains it again. Another three-pointer for Ariza. Now the score is 26-10. Houston is up by 16. And there is less than 4 minutes and a half left in this first quarter. Exum driving it all the way in, feels the contact, and he tips his own tip in. Nice move. Nobody's going to box him out, so he's just, you know what? I'm just going to score my own bucket. The score is 26-12. Houston is up by 14. Harden. He's got Exum right where he wants him. ISO ball. Look at that. Drives it in. Finds Tucker for the nice pump fake and the floater, and he makes it in. He just decided the nice time to cut in and saw that, okay, James Harden is one-on-one. I'm just going to cut in. My defender's not paying attention, and he gets that bucket. Oh, Crowder almost loses the ball, but Mitchell comes up with it. Ingles drives it on Capella, but Capella swats it on that one. Now Eric Gordon bringing the ball up. Sees that there's nobody in the paint, drives it in. Another reverse layup, and he gets another one. And another basket for Eric Gordon right there. And another timeout for Quinn Snyder. The score is 30-12. It is an 18-point lead for Houston. Oh, man, look at that move. Goes aggressive against Exum. Look at that. Uses the basket to kind of avoid any blockers that want to block his layup, and just goes up and under. Nice little reverse. He had another reverse earlier too. As soon as he came into the game, as soon as he kind of drove it in on the right side of the basket, went under the basket, and same thing, kind of reversed it. Got to have that nice little touch to hit it off the glass and just score that layup. Man, Houston is rolling, I think. And I mean, it shouldn't really be a surprise because that last game, they were just not hitting their shots that they usually hit. They weren't able to move the ball and get guys into the positions that they usually get them into. So, I mean, this is exactly how they feel like they should have started game 2. And that, you know what? They just put their head down and be like, okay, we can't have another game like that again. We can't let them have the lead and kind of just, let it slip like that. So, I mean, Houston is just, this is the perfect start that they wanted to get. I mean, Chris Paul is able to find Capella. He's able to find Harden for those easy buckets. Harden has already driven both times to the basket. Looked like he was about to get a layup, and he still finds a cutting P.J. Tucker to get a nice easy floater. He finds the cutting Capella to get a nice dunk. It's just that kind of ball movement. And Houston just has to keep it rolling. They're just a really quick team, a really fast team, and that's what they want to do, is just to kind of keep the flow of their offense going like that. Find the next open guy and see, okay, let's shoot up that three. If you're open, shoot it like that. If you're going to drive it into the basket, attack hard like Capella usually does. I mean, and it's working so far. They got an 18-point lead already. Quinn Snyder has already used 2 of his timeouts in the first quarter, guys. So we'll see what adjustments he made. I mean, obviously the first timeout didn't do them much good. They were able to score, but Utah was not able to do anything on defense and stop the Houston Rockets, which obviously is easier said than done. Obviously, I shouldn't be saying anything because I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have come up with a better plan. But they weren't able to stop them. They weren't able to cool them down. They scored even more points. Now let's see what happens after this second timeout by Quinn Snyder. What adjustments he made. He put Exum and Crowder already in. So we'll see if he makes any other substitutions, or it's just kind of a different game plan, a different pep talk to get these guys going, to know they have the advantage to take this game and increase the series lead to 2-1. Guys, let me know what you thought, everything about this game. Oh, hey, my boy Ryan, thanks for joining in. Dude, I appreciate it, bro. I hope you're enjoying the game too, dude. Hope you had a good day at work. I felt like I was really happy it was Friday already, Ryan. I was working on a bunch of different stuff today like that with our manager. So I think you know how that goes. But I think you and me are exactly the same, is that we're happy that it's Friday. So, but dude, I hope you're enjoying the games, dude. Tell me if you saw the Warriors and the Pelicans, dude. The Warriors lost by 20. It was Drew Holiday. Anthony Davis scored like over 30 or 40 points. Dude, he was killing it, dude. So let me know if you saw that game, dude. And let me know, dude, Ryan, tell me who you think is going to take this game, dude. Because right now, Houston's coming out on fire. So I think the broadcast is coming back on right now. And we got, look at that. It's just, everything is flowing for the Houston right now. It's like really easy for them. Look at that. It's just James Harden being able to kind of attack the basket. And it's just, I think that's where it's just his strongest point is just him freely attacking the basket. And him either, okay, seeing what the defense is going to give him. Are you going to attack me and try to stop my shot, and then, or are you going to let me get to the basket, or are you going to let me kind of give it out and slip pass it over to Capella for an easy dunk? He just has everything almost in the palm of his hands. It just depends on, okay, what decision he's going to make at that moment. And Ryan, you saying Houston? Oh, dude. It looks like it right now, dude. Let's see if Utah, look at that. Another turnover right there. That's already a few turnovers that they've already had for Utah. Look at the points off of turnovers. Houston's already got 7. So we'll see if they can take advantage again. The score is 30-12. Houston is up by 18. Here comes James Harden. ISO ball. Look at those between the leg dribbles. Look at that. Giving it off to Nene, who gets the foul called, and he'll be going to the line for his first free throws. Oh, man. Damn. Hey, God King, thanks for joining the chat, man. How you been? I haven't seen you in a couple of the streams, dude, but glad you're back. Thanks for watching, man. I know, dude. I mean, I'm trying, dude. I know I've been saying in most of the streams, hey, like, I'm going to try to do more and more games, and then I end up doing the same, dude. I end up doing, like, 1 stream a week or something like that, so I'm hoping I could catch more, especially on the weekends, which is I have more time. But, yeah, man, thanks for joining the stream again, man. Hope you're enjoying the game, too. We got Nene, who knocked down the first free throw. Let's see if he can make the second free throw, make it a 20-point lead in this first quarter, and he does. The score is 32-12. 20-point lead right now for the Houston Rockets. Let's see what Mitchell right here can do. Let's see if he can also help his team out and start scoring a little bit more. Getting a little bit more aggressive. Drives it in. No, but he couldn't make that one. Seems like they got a deflection. Baumute got a deflection on that one. So now we got Harden bringing the ball up for Houston. Here we go. Another ISO ball. Look at those between the legs dribbles. Look at that. Behind the back, between the legs. Driving it in. Goes aggressive. Doesn't get anything like that. And ends up being Houston, like Utah ball actually. Nice defense right there by Utah. And I think that's the kind of thing you have to kind of just keep in mind. Obviously, so tough to guard Harden because you know that he wants to initiate that contact. He wants to feel your body kind of on him, your hands trying to reaching in, and he wants to feel that. And as soon as he does, he's going to try to go up, get that foul, and get those 2 easy free throws. So good defense on Utah. Here comes Crowder. 3. Drains the three-pointer for Utah. And they got another one right there. So let's see if Crowder can help them out and see if he can feel it and feel that momentum. Start shooting up more threes. The score is 32-15. Houston's still up with about 2 minutes and a half left in the first quarter. Look at that floater right there by Harden. And he waits till the last second. But, oh, man, he drains it in. All right, Ryan. Have a good one, man. Hopefully you're still able to watch the game, dude. And let me know if later, dude, PUBG, let me know. We got, Houston. Look at that. Another one. Another turnover right there for Utah. But we'll see. Again, they're just getting so many turnovers already. I don't know if they're trying to force it, trying to force those things to do, but, oof. I don't know, like, how they're gonna have to make major adjustments on that one, too, because it's just obviously that's just going to lead to way more points for Houston, way more opportunities for Houston, especially if you're just kind of forcing those passes in or forcing shots that you don't usually take, and it's just not going to work to your advantage. Here comes Chris Paul. Paul got the mismatch on Favors. Look at that. Finds Nene, who's under the basket, but he kicks it out to Gerald Green, who shoots his 3. Look at that. Running into the dribble right there. Scores that 3. The score is 37-15. It's a 22-point lead. Oh, man, here comes Brooks, who just came into the game. Burke gives it off to Crowder. Crowder pump fakes it, gets Gerald Green in the air, and he gets the foul called, so he'll be going to the line. Let's see if it's a three-point. If it was a three-pointer, see if he shoots three free throws right there. God King, I know, dude. I say that a lot too. Like I know that like one of the other streams too. I was just like, guys, don't worry, I'm gonna do more streams. You know, I'm hoping I could do this game, and it just does not happen. Like I'm always, so you're right, dude. I gotta plan way more in advance. I gotta see, okay, which games are on, what times, and seeing what the heck my schedule is, especially during the week, which is a lot tougher because of work. But yeah, especially the weekends, I gotta take advantage. So like I know already, I'm gonna hopefully do the Sunday game. I believe it's like the Pelicans and the Warriors because I haven't done that series. So I'm hopefully gonna be able to do that one on Sunday, and it's a pretty early game, so I'm hoping I can catch that one. All right, so we got Utah. Crowder hitting his free throws. The score is 37-17. Houston is up by 20 still. Chris Paul bringing it down, gives it off to Eric Gordon, shoots his 3, but way short, hits off the front of the rim. Here comes Burke for Utah. Driving it in. Nice little Euro step. Gets the floater over Nene's blocked hand right there, but he still gets it. 37-19. Brings down the lead to 18. Here comes Eric Gordon bringing it up for Houston. Eric Gordon driving. He's got Exum guarding him. Give it off to Nene. Chris Paul calling for the ball. He gets it. He's got Nieto on him. Look at that. Let's see how aggressive Chris Paul's going to get. Nice little jab step. Jump shot. Look at that. Chris Paul. He loves it like that. He took advantage of Nieto. He knows that his defense isn't really on point as good as it is, but whew. Let's see what it is. Oh, we got Nieto now. Nice little hesitation move. Gives it off to Burke for 3, and he drains a 3. Burke gets another 3 for the Utah Jazz, and the score is 39-22 with 46 seconds left in the first quarter. All right, and here comes CP3. Takes the 3, but he couldn't drain that one. Now here comes Burke. Look at that. Turning on the Jets. Drives it in. Oh, adjusted in midair, but he couldn't get that one to roll off the backboard. So here comes Gerald Green. Now he pulls up from 3. Oh, and too strong, and he couldn't get that one, so a rebound by Favors. And now Exum comes up with the ball. There's about a 2-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. There we go. Now we got Exum going around the Crowder screen, but this time Crowder gets the ball, shoots a three over Gerald Green. Oh, in and out, almost in. 3 seconds left. Here comes Chris Paul. Nice little pump fake, shoots from three. Oh, couldn't make it at the end of the buzzer, and the score remains at 39-22. Houston is still up right now. James Harden, look at that, 7 points, 5 assists. Looked like he was arguing with Eric Gordon, trying to tell him what plays he should have done on that one, but they still got the lead right now, guys, and Houston is just rolling. Almost a 40-point first quarter for them. So they are in a good position. Now the key is, can they stay focused? Can they stay in charge in the game, in the zone, and not let this lead go? Because it's only one quarter, guys, and you know how games can be in the playoffs, how quickly they can change. God King. Dude, I am from California, dude. That's where I am streaming from, dude. So my team is the Lakers. Yes, they did not make the playoffs, so it sucks. It sucks to not be able to watch them, obviously, for like the last few years that they haven't made the playoffs. But I still enjoy watching basketball. I enjoy watching any game. Doesn't matter who it is. I just love watching it. And yeah, man, it's just one thing that I think I've loved since I was a kid. So I try to watch as many games, as many basketball games as I can, and I think that's what I like about doing this too, is that it allows me to kind of watch all these different types of games, watch all these different types of players, you know, and see how different teams play and how, you know, and just enjoy the game of basketball, like, in just a different detail of me calling it play by play, exactly how everything is going, seeing these awesome, and especially seeing these awesome plays, like the other time, I think I was, can't even remember what the other stream I was doing, but yeah, like all I know is that I would have loved to do that stream when it was like, I think Utah and Rockets game 2, when Donovan Mitchell, I don't know if you saw, Donovan Mitchell had that nice little floater. It hit off the front of the rim, and then he caught it with one hand and he dunked it right back in. I mean, that would have been, I was hyped, and I wasn't even streaming on that one, but that was just, I was so hyped for that kind of play like that. And I think that's what I love about watching just different types of basketball games, is you see so many different plays. Obviously, it's cool to follow your team, and, you know, and I love watching. I try to watch all the Laker games, but it's also fun to watch other teams too, because then you kind of get to see how other teams play and other perspectives and how they run their offense and how they play the defense against other teams. So yeah, man, I'm streaming from California, dude. Let me know what other games have you been watching, dude. What other games have you been interested in watching? Who do you think is gonna win this game? Because I mean, so far, Houston, it just seems like they are in control. They kind of felt like, okay, they were pumped from that last game that they lost, because it seemed like they just came out aggressive. They came out with all the energy. It almost seems like if they came out with that home court advantage and the momentum like that. But I mean, I think that's how you should play like that. You should play with your almost your back behind. You know, you're feeling like your back behind. I don't know what the hell that meant, but like almost like if you feel like you're behind in the series, almost to kind of give you that aggressiveness and that, you know, that mentality that, okay, we can't just let up. We gotta keep it going. We gotta keep the aggressiveness. We gotta keep attacking, but also knowing, obviously, not to force ridiculous shots. So yeah, guys, let me know in the chat what games you guys have been interested in watching in the playoffs. What plays have you guys seen that were just incredible? Like I just mentioned, that Donovan Mitchell dunk that he had. But yeah, let me know, guys. Let me know what games you guys have been interested in watching. As the broadcast comes back, as they're talking to Mike D'Antoni. Yeah, guys, I'm hoping to catch it, like a few more games. That I can't believe, like other things that I noted was like Toronto now down 2-0. They lost both games at home. They basically lost their home court advantage. I don't know what the heck's gonna happen. I feel like they lost their chance. I felt like this would have been the perfect time, because they had a great bench. They had a great starting team like that. They have DeRozan and Kyle Lowry playing at their potential, but hey. All right, guys, we got the game back on. We got Houston up 39-22. Second quarter on its way right here. We got CP3 giving it off to Eric Gordon. Eric Gordon driving it in. He's got the space, but he couldn't get it. This time he gets the foul called. Now he'll be going to the line for 2 more free throws. Man, yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah, dude. I'm the same way, dude. I try to listen to all the games like that as I can. I try to watch all the games. But yeah, hopefully, dude, I'm trying, dude. I'm trying to just do better and better every time. That's the goal. As cheesy as it sounds, I feel like, I don't know, I just got to keep doing it and keep practicing. because I just rehear myself and then re-listen to all these streams, and I just feel like I gotta keep doing better. But yeah, so far I'm only doing basketball. Because it's just the sport I really love. So we got Nieto right here, bringing the ball up. Eric Gordon hit both of his free throws. The score is 41-22, and the foul was called away from the ball. I think it's on Gerald Green right there. So we got Utah taking the ball out. Mike D'Antoni telling the refs, come on, man. Can't be calling these kind of free throws. So we got the score 41-22, the 19-point lead for Houston. Here comes Favors, giving it off to Burke. Burke, a three. Look at that. His second three-pointer for the game right there. Hit his first one in the first quarter. Now the score is 41-25, and it's a 16-point lead for Houston. CP3, looked like he was going to shoot a three. Gave it to Nene, but Nene gave it back. This time he shoots a three, and he didn't make it. Now Exum comes up with the rebound. Here comes Exum. Look how aggressive he gets. Drives it up on Gerald Green, but he couldn't make it. Too strong, and then Nate comes up with the rebound. CP3 going against Nato. He's got the advantage. He's just got the speed. Look at those dribbles like that. Look at those between the legs. Look at him carve the defense. Look at that. And it rolls that shot in. Gets a nice little roll around the basket, and he scores. The score is 43-25. Houston is up by 16. There we go. 18. Sorry about that. Look at that. Don't even know math. Look. Exum driving it in. Gives it off to Favors, but he couldn't control the ball. And Gerald Green comes up with the loose ball. And another foul. They stopped to transition, and another turnover for Utah. It's already so many turnovers right there. That's just allowing Houston to just get into their position, get in the offense that they need to, and just scoring as quick as they can. So they've already done that twice. I think they fouled Chris Paul in transition to stop the offense, stop them from scoring after the turnover. So now Capella giving it off to Mbamute right here. Oh, actually, no, to Gerald Green. Giving it off to Chris Paul. Chris Paul calling for it. He's got the advantage on Nieto. He knows his defense isn't that good. He's got the jab step. This time he attacks, pulls it back, spin move. Look at that fade away by Chris Paul. His shot is going in wherever he's shooting it on, whichever side of the post right there. Now the score is back up lead to 20, 45-25. Houston is not giving up right there. They are just going to keep putting on those points, keep increasing that lead. Exum. Got the mismatch right there on Capella. He's got the speed. Tries to go up and under the layup, but he couldn't make it. And look at the hustle right there by Exum, who gets the ball before it goes out of bounds. And Crowder shoots for three, but he couldn't make it. And Ariza comes up with the rebound. CP3 gives it off to Ariza. Ariza's got space. Pump fakes it. Look at that. Drives it in. And he couldn't make it, but he gets the foul called. Nice move by Ariza, too, like that. Knowing, okay, they're giving me 2-inch space. I'm going to fake like I'm pump faking, taking a three. And no, sees that there's still an opening, drives it in, aggressive, tries to go over the outreached hands of Favors, and he ends up getting the foul called. Chris Paul already's got 8 points right there. Mitchell has only got 2 points. He's 1 for 6. He's been trying, but obviously you know that Houston's going to change up their looks and try to give him more and more double teams, more aggressive, active hands, trying to reach in, trying to steal that ball. Now he's back into the game, so we'll see what Donovan Mitchell can change up from what he did in the first quarter. Ariza hit his first free throw. Ariza's been feeling it from 3, and he's been more aggressive this game. Misses his second free throw, and the score is 46-25. Houston is up by 21. We'll see when Gobert comes back into the game. Here comes Burke, guarded by Capella. Pulls it all the way back. He's about to get a running start. He's got the speed on Capella, but Capella could not reach that one. And he couldn't get that nice friendly roll, so Chris Paul comes up with the rebound. Ariza finds Eric Gordon in the corner. Nobody in front of him. Easy 3 right there for Gordon. Nobody within 5 feet of him. And he scores another 3 for Houston. The score is 49-25. It's a 24-point lead for Houston. How high is it going to go, guys? Donovan Mitchell, guarded by Mbamute. He gives it off to Burke. Burke trying to find Crowder, but instead he kicks it out to O'Neal. O'Neal goes under the basket. Now he pulls it, goes under the basket again. Finds Favors. Rejected by Clint Capella. Didn't let him do. Nice little fake pass by Chris Paul. Now he's going to pull it back. He's got Mitchell on him. He's going around the screen of Capella. Now, Chris Paul. Nice find to Capella. Capella, look at that aggressiveness. And immediately gets fouled. Smart move right there by O'Neal. Let Capella earn his way right there and earn those points at the free throw line, because he's typically not that good of a free throw shooter. Look at that. O'Neal Favors thinks he's got an easy dunk. Oh, Capella with the rejection. Look at that replay right there. Capella goes up. Not in my house. Look at that. Nice play by Capella. Showing like that. Look at that 25th pick in the 2014 NBA draft. Look at him now. He's just like a double machine. He's got always scoring more than 10 points. Always getting those rebounds, especially on the offensive end. Now he gives it off to Ariza in the inbound. Ariza driving against O'Neal. Finds Abamute cutting the basket. Oh, Abamute blew a layup. Easy for him, and he couldn't make it. Crowder, look at that hesitation move. Takes it up. Couldn't make the layup. Another layup that's missed. Chris Paul giving it off to Ariza. Nice hesitation. Drives it against the basket, and he couldn't make a layup. That's already 3 back-to-back layups that are missed by both teams, guys. Mitchell kicking out to O'Neal. Gives it off to Crowder, gives it to Gobert, and Gobert gets swatted right there by Capella. Another block by Capella. Got it on Favors and Gobert. Now look at the spin move, coast to coast. Oh, but he ended up traveling. Took too many steps on that spin move. I was about to say, if Capella got blocks on Gobert and Favors, look at this. Gobert thinks he's got a nice easy layup. Look at him coming from by, pins it against the backboard. Oh, what better feeling than that, than getting a block and pinning it against the backboard, and then he's about to take it coast to coast. Ends up traveling, though. Look at him, though. He's already got 4 points, 2 rebounds, 2 blocks. Oof. He's just a machine right there, especially when either Chris Paul or James Harden is on the floor. Oof, guys. What do you think about the game so far? Do you think Houston is, they're just keeping up with that momentum, keeping that game flow going? Like, James Harden isn't even on the floor. I mean, it's usually the role players now, guys. It's Ariza scoring it. It's Capella scoring. It's Eric Gordon. We got Gerald Green shooting threes and making them. We'll see if Mbamute eventually gets into the scoring chart right there and start scoring charts. The box score. Jeez. Messing up all these words today. Ooh, man, yes. I cannot wait for more playoff basketball. I think tomorrow, let's look it up right now. I want to see what schedule's on right now. NBA. Let's see what games are on tomorrow. Let's see. Let's check out. Oh, yes. So we got the Celtics and the 76ers, and we got the Raptors and the Cavaliers tomorrow. So we'll see what happens in those 2 games. Sadly, I will not be able to cover each one of those games, which is lame, but I'm hoping to cover the Sunday games too. So, God King, you said, who's your favorite NBA player? So, would you say, I'll answer it, I guess, 2 ways. I'll answer who's my favorite NBA player right now, which is, I think, what you're saying, or who is my favorite NBA player of all time. So, I think right now, I would have to go with, as much as I love the Lakers like that, and I love all those players like Kuzma and Ingram, and and Randall. My favorite NBA player to watch is Kyrie Irving. I think he's just such a beast. The way he's like able to use his handles to get to the bucket, but not only that is that like he can use those handles to get to the bucket, but he also has like this finishing ability to be able to like spin the ball in a certain way right off the glass that just makes it perfect roll, and he scores the easy layups. He's able to just kind of use his Euro step to his advantage and get to in the right spot to float it right over the defender. And then he just has I just love his IQ in the game like that. He just knows exactly when to go, when to kind of attack the basket, when to know, okay, when to pass it out to his teammates, the perfect time and the perfect way to float it over a defender. And he's also got a shot too. So, I mean, oh man, like to me, he's just one of my favorite players to watch. He's just like a beast, like on everything that he does like that. Whether it's shooting like that from 3, since he's got a shot, him attacking using his spin moves, his footwork, and he's just so young too. So I feel like he could just excel and improve his game a lot more. So what about you, God King? Let me know who's your favorite NBA player is right now at this moment. Because yeah, for me it's Kyrie Irving. He's just such a beast like that, and I just enjoyed him. And then I was excited for him to go to the Celtics to kind of show that he can lead his own team to the playoffs. So it sucks that he got injured, but yeah. All right, so we got the game coming back in. All Eyes Production just said I'm streaming Rockets versus Jazz. Nice, man. Well, I hope you're streaming it and you're also listening to me. So Hello? Let me know. I just got back. Sorry, guys. I don't know what just happened right now, but my microphone just went off. God King, thanks for letting me know. God King, if you're still there, let me know if you can hear me. I'm hoping you can hear me. Gosh, that is so lame because I feel like you had messaged that a few minutes ago, and because I thought something was wrong with my stream, but my stream was saying that it was good. It was saying that, you know, the resolution was fine, the stream health was fine, but then he said that he couldn't hear anything. So God King, if you're still there, let me know if you can hear me. I'm hoping you can hear me. So we'll see. Let me see if I can change up anything here, because I can see that my mic is on though. That is going to be lame. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see if I can fix this right now. Again, God King, if you're watching, anybody's watching right there, let me know in the chat if you can hear me. Apparently, my microphone just completely shut down on me, so nobody could hear anything I was saying, basically, for like the last couple minutes of the game, which was kind of lame. But I am trying to fix it up right now. Let's see. Alright guys, so I just saw that on my stream, yeah, it just wasn't working. I don't know what happened to my mic. It just completely just stopped working on me. But I can see that on my screen, basically where I record, I can see that my mic is working because I can see the levels of my voice basically. So sorry about that. If anybody that was watching that had to join the stream and was basically listening to nothing, I apologize. That's so lame, especially how many good things happened during the game. Royce O'Neal, I'm wondering if anybody had seen like the Royce O'Neal scoring, like he ended up with 9 points, but he scored like 7 points in a row. He was just feeling it like that so far. They're showing the highlights right now. But yeah, let me know guys if you guys can hear me. Let me know in the chat right now. So weird why my mic just completely stopped working on me, but we got to keep going guys. So right now, the Houston Rockets are leading the Utah Jazz by 30 points. That is right, 30 points. They have just been everywhere on the floor. They've been scoring from threes. It's been multiple guys. Gordon's got 17 points. Ariza hit about 2 3-pointers already in the game. Chris Paul has been able to hit jump shots from his favorite spots. And it's just been an all-out attack by the Houston Rockets. And I think this is exactly how they needed to start their first road game right here against Utah. Is they needed to come out strong. They needed to come out and show that they weren't here to mess around, that they weren't here to let this team have it easy. That, okay, yeah, Utah took game 2, but we're not going to let you take game 3 with that. It doesn't matter if it's in your house or not. And this is what shows right there. Look at that. 30-point lead on the road. That's the kind of games you got to have. And it's going to get tougher as the road goes on too, especially if they face off against the Warriors in the next round and if they make it to the finals. Just getting those type of games, these are the games you kind of need that way you can call back to them like that. That way you can look back and you're like, okay, sweet. Like I remember when we had Utah on the road and we were leading them by 30 points. You know, like try to keep up that energy, keep up that focus, and then not let it go. So yeah, it was a really interesting game right there so far. Interesting first half. Looked like Utah was clawing its way back because they were reducing the lead down and down. They got close. They got to about maybe 17 or 16 points. But then Houston just started picking it up again, and they started attacking and attacking and attacking and attacking, and then oof, eventually it just led to that. But yeah, guys, it's just been all out attack right there by Houston. They've been able to just basically get to wherever the spots are and at will and just score and score and score like that. And then especially what's not helping is Utah's turnovers. Right now, Utah has way too many turnovers. They're trying to force certain passes. Like in the first quarter, Ingles tried to force it into Rudy Gobert for alley-oops, and it just ended up leading to turnovers. Some players like Mitchell was trying to take shots that, are forced shots they didn't really need to take. He was going one-on-one against James Harden, and he ended up pump faking, and instead of trying to kick it out to somebody else to get an open shot before the shot clock ended, he ended up just chucking a three from a spot that just wasn't reasonable, and then that ended up being a turnover. Also, just kind of passes into the basket that were just kind of, okay, well, it's just kind of forcing it in when it just really trying to see if we can move the ball a little bit more and to get easy buckets. But also, it's also the defense of Houston. Right now, Houston, they just have active hands, and I think that's just such a key. It's not about really getting the steals, but it's about getting your hands on the ball. Try to get as many as you can and try to get those loose balls, and then boom, gives you opportunities to come up with turnovers, give you the opportunity to score off those turnovers and increase the lead. And I think that's just helped them a lot. James Harden had a nice defensive play. Ingles had the ball, drove it past James Harden. You thought, okay, well, he's got an easy basket, but James Harden did not give up on the play, and he showed, hey, for whoever thinks that I still don't play defense, watch this, like that. Basically strips Ingles as soon as he brings the ball up. If he's going for a layup, strips him, and then ends up being a turnover, and they score off of that. Then we have other plays where, Capella, 2 back-to-back blocks. First, he gets a block on Favors. Favors thought he had an easy dunk, went up, and he ends up getting blocked by Capella. Then another one, Royce O'Neal finds Rudy Gobert under the basket, and Gobert thinks he's got a nice easy layup, but nope. Capella comes by and he swats it off the backboard and he pins it against the backboard. So it's just plays like that that's just going to help teams get victories in close games, especially. Obviously, this one is not a close game. It's a 30-point blowout so far. So we'll see what Utah can do over the halftime break. What Quinn Snyder is going to advise his team. Is he going to make any adjustments? Mitchell kind of having a slow start to this game. Doesn't have that much points. Let's actually look it up right now and see what he has so far. Guys, let me know in the chat if any plays that you saw that were highlights for you that got you excited as you were watching the game. Anything that I'm hoping you guys are, obviously I would love that you guys are listening. But also what I kind of had an idea was for you guys to kind of watch the game on TV, but still listen to me, just in case you guys didn't want to hear the ESPN guys or the TNT guys, and, just kind of hear my voice and see how I kind of portray the game play-by-play. But yeah, let's check out the stats by Donovan Mitchell. Let's see. Let's check out the box scores right here. Just by seeing it right here, I mean, literally for Utah, there is nobody in double digits scoring right now. Their leading scorer is Royce O'Neal, and that's because he had 7 points. He went on a spree right there of scoring, and he scored 7 straight points for the Utah Jazz, and he has 9 points. He's their leading scorer. Gobert only has 6. Mitchell only has 2 points. So, I mean, either they're just not giving him, he's not finding those opportunities that he had in the game 1 and game 2, or he's there, the Houston defense is giving him just different looks, double teaming him, not letting him, get to where he needs to go to find a rhythm. And I think Houston is just going to keep doing that. As long as you can keep Mitchell from scoring that many buckets, that much scoring like that for Utah, and eventually, help them get that lead and cut the lead into half like that or whatever they have. Houston's going to take this game. So that's going to be key for them, is to keep Mitchell from scoring like that. Keep him away from the basket. Get him away from like his, let him keep shooting threes like that, because I think his three just hasn't been falling this game as well. Obviously, he hasn't taken that many, but he just hasn't been feeling it. So let's see if the crowd can give him a different type of energy. But yeah, guys, let me know what games you've been watching that have been interesting to you for the playoffs. What games have you been watching like that? I've tried to watch all of the games as well, or listen to them if I'm at work. The Warriors Pelicans game, I was watching it at the end right now. I was listening to it, and I watched a little bit of the fourth quarter after I got off of work. Oh man, they were just kind of blown out. Basically, they tried to cut down the lead, and it just seemed like Curry and Durant just couldn't get a roll going like that, and they just could not catch up. Oh man, but yeah, that game was really interesting. I was also watching the Celtics versus the 76ers game. That one was intense too, because I mean, Philadelphia had the lead in the second quarter, and then all of a sudden the Boston Celtics come up with a nice run, and they just keep going. And I think people were talking like, oh, well, I feel like Brett Brown, the coach of the Philadelphia 76ers, should have called the timeout, should have stopped the run, should have cooled down the Celtics. And, no timeout was called, and they ended up reducing the lead to like a couple points, like 5 points from it being like a 20-point lead. And then, boom, third quarter started, and it felt like the Celtics were still on a run. They were still feeling their shot. And they ended up coming back and just taking game 2, and they have a 2-0 lead on the Philadelphia 76ers. 76ers are down 2-0, but I still feel like they can win and take advantage of their home court. And I feel like it'll be 2-2 at the end of game 4. That's just my opinion. I just feel like 76ers are such a strong team that they just have such young guys at that. As weird as this may sound, and as probably as wrong as it may sound, I feel like, to me, I don't know, I feel like the Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid can be like the modern version of Kobe and Shaq. Obviously, not the version of them three-peating. I mean the version of them, before they got to the championship status, like that 1999 season, the season when they were about to win their first championship. Like, you felt that, okay, Kobe was coming up. He was like a 21-year-old kid with like that fro that he had. He was like he just loved to be aggressive and just jam it down on guys' heads. You had Shaq, who was just a beast in the post. Nobody could touch him. Nobody could handle him. He was just a monster. And, you felt like, okay, with Kobe and Shaq, they seemed like they can, they have potential like that. And look what ended up happening. They ended up three-peating and getting 3 championships right there and just dominating the league. And I feel like, as crazy as it sounds, I feel like Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons are kind of on that cusp. Yes, they are young. Yes, they've only played a few seasons. Yes, this is their first playoffs, together, their first playoff experience. But I just feel like they're on the cusp of something special like that. If they keep improving their games, like Joel Embiid is just one of those awesome centers that has the footwork that can just kind of take any center, like basically take them off the post and either attack, do a little Euro step and score, or take them all the way behind the three-point line, force them to be in a place that they're not comfortable, and then shoot a 3 right over them. And Ben Simmons, I feel like he just needs to develop that shot, and then it'll help him out. All right, guys, halftime is over. Third quarter has just started. James Harden took a shot and he missed it, and the game is back on. The score is 70-40. Third quarter. Here comes Mitchell. Let's see how aggressive he's going to get. Oh, he got swatted by Clint Capella, though. You can already see how aggressive he's starting it off. Oh, man. Now we got, 3-pointer right there for CP3. Look at that. It's a 33-point lead, guys. 33 points. I am not wrong. This is a 33-point lead. Here comes Ingles. Kicking out to Favors. Favors to Mitchell. Mitchell. Guarded by Ariza. Now by Tucker. Gives it off to O'Neal. O'Neal. Tried to go between the legs, but it bounced off his leg. And now Tucker comes up with the loose ball, and he gets fouled by Mitchell. So now Rockets inbound the ball. Mitchell, I love how aggressive he started off the game. Drove it immediate to the basket, but he got blocked by Capella. So now I see, like, okay, that's what it's going to have to be. Right now he's 1 for 10, guys. But this is what I like about this guy, this kid, this rookie, is that he does not let it get to his head. We'll see if he doesn't let it get to his head. Because he had a rough night game 2, but he was still able to score. Capella with the ball, nobody in front of him, gives it off to James Harden. Harden, floater, right over Gobert. Gobert didn't even jump to try to block that one. He gets 2 more points. It's a 35-point lead, 75-40. Houston is up. Here comes O'Neal. O'Neal had a nice little run right there in the second quarter. Gobert, top of the key, giving it off to O'Neal. O'Neal, fake pass. This time he bullets it to Derek Favors. Derek Favors gets it blocked away, and it's a loose ball, but it'll be Utah ball again. Tucker complaining to the ref, saying that it didn't go off on him. So now we got, look at that. Chris Paul playing aggressive defense on O'Neal. Mitchell inbounding it. Has to hurry up, and he throws it away. Goes into the backcourt, and it's a backcourt violation right there. Another turnover for the Utah Jazz. Guys, these turnovers are killing them, and it's just not giving them the opportunity they need to come back into this game. They are losing by 35 points right now. Is it possible? Yes, but the chances are very slim right now, especially if they keep turning the ball over like this. So Houston is just going to have to keep pushing and keep their foot on the pedal. Capella with the ball, waiting, giving it off to Harden. Harden guarded by O'Neal. Here comes the ISO right here, between the legs, step back, behind the three-point line. Oh, too strong. Right over the basket right there, and Favors comes up with the rebound. Mitchell driving it in. Nice little step over, gives it off to O'Neal. The corner, drains the three-pointer right there for O'Neal. So now he's got 3 more points right there. He's got 12 for Utah. Now the score is 75-43. Oh, Harden getting upset right there. Getting right up close into O'Neal's face. He's pushing him off. Doesn't like that he's getting the contact. Now it looks like he's falling over. He's trying to get that foul called on O'Neal. Doesn't like it when he feels that contact when he doesn't have the ball. Here comes Chris Paul going around the screen. Paul gets defended. Gives it off to Harden. Harden guarded by Mitchell. Getting right up in his grill. Jab steps. Fake pass right there. Steps back. Three-pointer. Air ball, but he gets fouled right there by Mitchell. And I think it's going to be 3 free throws for James Harden. Mitchell getting a little bit too aggressive right there. Look at this. Royce O'Neal getting really close to him. Doesn't like it. Look at that. But O'Neal does the good thing. I think that's what sometimes you have to do, especially to star players, is to get into their face, get under their skin, and try to get them off their game. Especially because when you're a player like James Harden, and you're just like an elite scorer as he is, it's tough to just hope on, okay, well, let's just hope he misses. Or let's just hope he doesn't, doesn't make this 3, or doesn't drive it and misses the layup. You just can't hope on those kind of stuff. You just have to either get under his skin or show him like that, basically. Foul him hard like that. Show them that, okay, you can't just easily drive into this basket. You're going to have to work your way. You're going to have to earn your points on the free throw line. But easier said than done, right? But yeah, I think that's one of the keys too, is just having to get under his skin like that. Try to get him to get a little bit more emotional and have him stray away from the game plan that the Houston Rockets have. Obviously hasn't been working so far because the score is 78-43. They are back up by 35 points. Here comes Gobert driving it in. Oh, gets it blocked right there. And Capella, and he ends up touching it last, so it'll be Houston ball again. Now we got Houston with the ball. CP3 bringing the ball up. Here comes CP3 going around the screen. You know what he loves to do after the screen. This time he chucks it up, but he couldn't get it to go right there, and Gobert comes up with the rebound. Here comes Jay Crowder. Jay Crowder almost turned it over, but O'Neal gets the ball. Gobert waiting, trying to give it away. Still has the ball. Now gives it off to Mitchell. Mitchell guarded by CP3. Now double teamed. Gives it off to O'Neal. O'Neal from 3. Oh, couldn't make it. Gobert got to handle the ball, but couldn't get the offensive rebound. Now, here comes CP3. Looking for Harden. Harden, pump fake. Nice little jab step. Pulls it back from 3. Again, comes up short. Couldn't get that. Nice little defense by O'Neal to stay in front of him even after that move. Here comes Ingles. Giving it off to Mitchell. Back to Ingles. Ingles from 3. No, he couldn't make that one either. Nobody from Utah has been able to get going from 3. Here comes CP3 guarded by Mitchell. CP3 going around that Clint Capella screen. getting into his favorite area, his favorite spot. He's got the mismatch. Nope. Now Crowder gets on him. Gives it off to Harden. Harden's being guarded by good defense by O'Neal. Look at that. Look at that hands right there. Active hands by O'Neal. Almost gets a deflection. Ariza takes it on Gobert, and he drives it and gets the layup. Nice move by Ariza. And a timeout right there by Quinn Snyder. Oh, no, timeout. Yes, by Quinn Snyder's already used 3 timeouts. He's just not happy with how the defense has been going, especially with the turnovers by Houston. Not looking good for them. They are still down by over 30 points. Oof, this is rough for Utah right now. Guys, let me know what you think about the game so far. I think Ryan, who responded earlier right there on the chat, he kind of said, Houston's got this game. And he's been right so far. They took the lead like that early in the first quarter, and they just have not looked back. They have taken it and just increased it. Now they got over a 30-point lead. It's incredible like that, what they've been able to do like that, especially how they've been able to play like that. I feel like CP3 and Harden have been able to get to their spots easily. The Utah defense has not been able to give them different looks, not allowing them, like Chris Paul, for example, has been able to go around that screen and get to that 15-foot jump shot area and just score at will. And then if he doesn't get the jump shot, then he's already looking heads up, looking for Capella to cut towards the basket and score. I mean, geez, this is incredible how good he's been able to do it like that. So Chris Paul is having a great game. Ariza has been able to attack the basket like he just did right now, as well as score from 3. His shot has been going. Eric Gordon has been, as soon as he comes in, because I know he'll come in after the timeout or a break soon, he's been able to hit his threes. He's been able to make a few reverse layups as well. Got me excited when I was watching in the first quarter. But yes, it's been a blowout so far for the Houston Rockets, and this kind of just like a textbook game for the Houston Rockets. This is kind of what we've seen by the games that they've played and why they won 65 games in the regular season. It's their ability to be able to play and get to their spots and play the way they play, which is live and die by the 3. And if you can't do that, iso ball with James Harden. And if you can't do that, then you alley-oop it to Clint Capella and you work that 2-man game and the screen and roll. It's just so many options for the Houston Rockets that it's working for them like that. And they're, obviously you can see with this huge lead that they have right now. I mean, it's incredible. Oof. But I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, for me, I always wonder if it's always in the minds of the players like, hey, let's just keep increasing this lead like that. Their score's 84-43. They are a few points away from being able to score a 40-point lead right now. It is insane how many points that they've been able to score and how they've been able to get to this place right now. It's incredible. All right, guys, we got the game going back right here. Let's see what Quinn Snyder, Quinn Snyder, he's already called a few timeouts. He's already been trying to get his team to go, to get that momentum going. I mean, let's look at showing a couple of the highlights. Look at that. I think what's the good thing that they've changed, the Houston Rockets defense, is that they've given him multiple looks. And especially when he drives into the basket, because when he drives, he's able to just go up and under. But look at that. Multiple defenders come in and attack. Multiple defenders with active hands put out their hands to try to force him to shoot a shot that he's not comfortable with. And that's kind of the key of how you're going to stop a player like Donovan Mitchell. He's only got 2 points so far. 1 for 11, guys. And he's on the bench. So we'll see when we see him back on the floor. Hopefully he can get his groove going. Utah with the ball. Nice little pass by Crowder to Gobert. Gets another jam right there. Slams it home. No, he wanted to be aggressive on that one. Hopefully get his team going. The score is 80-45. It's a 35-point lead, by the Houston Rockets. Chris Paul guarded by Nieto right here. Chris Paul going around the screen. Look at that. It's got the space. Pump fakes it. And he almost lost the ball. Got his own rebound. But he couldn't make that jump shot. And Ingles comes up with the loose ball. Ingles. Let's see if he can get going with a few threes. He hands it off. Oh, nice little pass by Nieto. Alley-oops it to Rudy Gobert. Nice play. Nieto already having an impact as soon as he got in for Donovan Mitchell. Now CP3. And Nieto causes the foul right there. CP3. It looks like he wanted to initiate the contact. Got a little bit aggressive on Nieto. But they call a foul on Nieto. Look at that nice little move. Look at Gobert. Nice little touch right there with the hands. Gentle tap in, and he gets the nice easy bucket. The score is 80-47. Houston is up by 33 points. Here comes Chris Paul finding Ariza. Ariza for three. No, couldn't make that, and Ingles comes up with the rebound. Here comes Ingles. Utah scored 4 straight points. Here comes Nieto. Oh, trying to go up and under. Give it to Gobert, but it gets deflected, but it'll still be Utah ball. James Harden hasn't been able to make that many points in this specific quarter, but it's been the role players right now. It's been like Ariza, it's been Capella, it's been Chris Paul that's been able to score. Here comes O'Neal. O'Neal gives it off to Ingles. Ingles pump fakes it. Give it back to O'Neal. O'Neal drives it again, the basket. Oh, couldn't make that layup right there. Too strong. Went right over the basket. Now here comes Harden. Gives it off to Capella. Capella, look at the nice little 2 steps. Gets it right into the rim, and he makes the easy layup. The score is 82-47. 35-point lead again. Nieto gives it off to Gobert. Gobert to Crowder. Crowder guarded by Tucker. Look at that nice little jab step move in, and then he pulls up in the dribble, but he couldn't make that shot. Harden with the ball, bringing it up. Goes around the screen. Jump shot. Again, another short shot for Harden. Most of his shots this third quarter have been short. Crowder comes up with the rebound, bullets it to Ingles. Ingles, nice little fadeaway from 18 feet, but he couldn't make it, and Tucker comes up with the rebound. Giving it off to James Harden. James Harden, between the legs crossover. He's got Nieto on him. Gives it off to Capella. Capella waits, always holds the ball, and waits to try to hand it off to Chris Paul or James Harden. This time, he's got the move. He's got Gobert. Nice little spin move. Oh, get that out of here. Rudy Gobert with the awesome swat. He sends it all the way to the bench. Nice play right there by Gobert. Stayed with him the whole way and just tried to time that one perfectly, and he got the block. So Houston will take out. They got the ball right now. They still have a huge lead. Now Capella comes up with the ball, giving it off to Eric Gordon. Eric Gordon, spin move. Nice little 10-foot floater, and he drains it in and then. Oh, no. It was actually a foul called like that on that play, so the basket won't count. So the score is still 82-47. Houston is up by 35 points, guys. This game is a blowout right now. But let's see if Utah can keep it going, stay focused. And I mean, the crowd is just so quiet. How can you, what can you do like that? I know you try to give your team your energy to give them like the nice flow that they need to kind of get into the game. But I mean, when you're down 35 points, I mean, that's going to be tough to get out of that rut and get out of that zone of like, geez, 35-point lead. How the hell are we going to come back? But they got to find a way. So Utah's got the ball. Nieto running the offense right here. Going around the screen. Give it off to Ingles. Ingles drives it. Kicks it to a Crowder who's cutting in. Couldn't make the floater right there. And it's a foul call. The loose ball foul. And it'll be Houston Rocket ball. Oh, not good right now. I mean, considering that they're just not being able to score. It's the third quarter, guys, with 5 minutes and 16 seconds left, and they only have 47 points. That's how many points the Houston Rockets had at the first quarter. They had 40 points already. So here comes Harden. Harden guarded by Nieto. ISO. This is exactly the matchup he wants because he knows Nieto's defense isn't that good. Look at that. Between the legs. Goes right by him. Look at the floater. Oh, couldn't make it. Too short, but he gets his own rebound, and he scores the basket and an and one opportunity for James Harden. Nice play to stay with it. He got his own rebound off that floater, and he got the ball, and he put up the floater, and he gets the foul called. Got hit hard. So look at that replay. Look at this. Between the legs crossover. Gets past Nieto. Floater. Look at that. No one boxed him out. Got the rebound, and he gets fouled by Rudy Gobert, and he still scores. Nice hustle by James Harden to stay with it. Oh, looks like he got hit in the head, and then he hit the back of his head on the floor. Nasty fall right there by James Harden, but hopefully he's okay. And the score is 84-47, guys. This is insane. If he scores this gets the 3-point play, and it's now a 38-point lead right now for the Houston Rockets. This is incredible. 38-point lead. Here comes Nieto right here with less than 5 minutes left in the third quarter. And there's another foul called right there on Houston. So Utah Jazz will inbound the ball. James Harden right there. His shots haven't been going so far in this third quarter. I mean, he's been shooting threes, mid-range shots, and they've all been coming up short. So let's see if with that three-point opportunity that he just had, let's see if that gets him going. Here comes Ingles. Nice pump fake. Gets Gordon in the air and drains the three-pointer, which is what the Utah Jazz needed right there. The score is 85-50. Houston is still up by 35. 4 minutes and a half left in the third quarter. Utah's trying to cut that lead down. Eric Gordon shoots a three. Oh, man. Right when I said that, and now look at that. Gives it right to, retaliate. Another three-pointer for Houston. They are back up by 38 points, 88-50. Here comes Nieto. Nieto, look at that hustle. Look at that aggressiveness. Goes all the way into the center of the defense for Houston, and they scores that layup and another turnover right there for Houston. Here comes the Jazz. Exum under the basket. Nice little layup around the basket off the backboard, and he scores that one right there. The score is 88-54. Now Houston right here comes up with the ball, and Baumute brings the ball up, gives it off to Nene. Nene looking for Eric Gordon. Oh, another turnover. Here's another steal. Nieto gives it off to Crowder. Crowder going aggressive, and there's a foul called right there. Almost had that three-point opportunity, but Crowder would go to the line for 2 free throws. This is the run that they kind of need. If they can finish with a nice run, obviously, it's still a 30-point lead, but if they can get to a nice little run in this third quarter, at least start the fourth quarter off right. Maybe it's a 20-point lead, maybe like a 20-point lead. And then that way it gives them that confidence. Okay, wait, we can chip away. We can do this. We're in the right position. Crowder misses his first free throw. Still a 36-point lead by the Houston Rockets. Harden has been, He's been okay. He's been quiet like that, and he's still not having to have a big effect. Right now, Eric Gordon is their top leading scorer right now. So now we have a 33-point lead right here by the Houston Rockets. 3 minutes and a half left in the third quarter. Harden, he's got Crowder on him, but he gets waiting for that Nene screen. Look at that space that he has. Tries to drive it in, and he gets fouled by Exum. Exum reaching in, and Harden loves when you reach in and try to reach for the ball, because he knows he's gonna, as soon as he feels that contact, he's gonna go up and try to see if shooting motion and get the foul called. So Houston, I think, is already in the bonus. So I believe they're gonna shoot free throws. And yep, James Harden, he's got 18 points. It's been a quiet night for James Harden because you haven't really seen him attack the basket or being able to score as he usually does. But he still's got 19 points already. Look at that, showing him in the playoffs how he scores 30 at home, but 32 on the road, which is what I think you would love, what a coach would love from a player, is that have them be more aggressive on the road, because you know that you're not going to have that home court advantage. You're not going to have the crowd on your side, so you got to pump yourself up and be disciplined and be able to pump yourself up and score at will when you're on the road. Here comes Nieto right here. The score is 90-55. It's a 35-point lead. Nieto taking it on Nene. Nice little fadeaway jump shot from 5 feet, and he scores it on Nene. The score is 90-57. It's a 33-point lead for the Houston Rockets. Harden directing the offense. He's got Exum guarding him. Let's see what he's going to do here. He gives it off to Eric Gordon. He's got a lot of space. Couldn't make that three, and Burke comes up with the rebound. Burke for Utah brings it up, going around the Gobert screen. Now Nieto has it. Nieto being aggressive. Again, he pulls up. Oh, but he gets the foul called on him this time. And now he'll be going out and shooting some free throws. But Houston calls a timeout right there. Utah actually no. Houston will call a timeout, and they'll go to commercial break right there. Guys, it's a 33-point lead right there for Houston. It's incredible how they've been able to just get to wherever they wanted to do on the floor and just been able to attack, especially how Harden's been playing. Most of his shots have been coming up short. He's been getting most of his points, from free throws or like layups. He had a nice and one opportunity right now, and he got it after he went to the basket, missed the shot, but he got his own rebound and then put it back up. He's been able to just kind of either facilitate to other guys, get Capella involved, or get Ariza and Eric Gordon involved. I mean, Gordon already has 20 points in the game. He's the leading scorer right now. Actually tied with James Harden after he hit those 2 free throws. So they both have 20. I mean, Chris Paul's got 15. It's this whole team. There's just so many guys. I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys in double digits for the Houston Rockets. And it's just that kind of gameplay, that kind of plan that you kind of go into that's just going to help them take games, especially on the road, especially when you need your guys on the roll and the road. I mean, Harden is always going to get his points because he loves to attack. He loves to go to the free throw line and initiate contact and force the referees to make the right call and see if they're going to give him the calls that he wants. But I think what's key is to get your role players going. Get Capella going. Get Ariza going. Get Tucker going. Get Gordon going. Get Abamute going. Get Green going. There's just so many guys that they have, so many role players that they have to get them going, because that's what's gonna be the difference between being a good team, a great team, and being a championship team. It's just having these role players that can just help you out. I think one of the things that I'm always going to remember, obviously because I'm a Lakers fan, is Game 7, Lakers versus Celtics in the 2010 NBA Finals. Kobe Bryant had a horrible game in Game 7. I mean, he still ended up with like 20 points or more, but it was his role players. It was Ariza, which is playing right now. It was Meta World Peace. It was Derek Fisher. It was Pau Gasol. It was all these guys that helped Kobe out, and then ended up taking that victory in Game 7 and the finals, and they won over the Celtics. Not trying to bring up the Lakers just because they're my team, but just giving you guys an example of what a championship team should look like, is that having those role players come and help the star players like James Harden, basically. So if James Harden has a rough night, well, he's got Chris Paul. Obviously, Chris Paul isn't a role player. He's more of the star player as well. But imagine if those two guys can't do it. Then you have Capella. Then you have Ariza. Then you have Gerald Green. Then you have Tucker. Then you have Eric Gordon. You have so many different guys. And that just gives you the confidence that, you know what? Day in and day out, no matter if we're on the road or home, we have the right guys and the right chemistry and the right mix to take victories and just get a championship to our city. And that's what Houston has with that. They have the right guys in place and the right system in place to kind of help them succeed. So we'll see if that kind of helps them out right there. As the game's coming back, guys, they're showing Hakeem Olajuwon and John Stockton, two legends of the game, watching the game right now for their respective teams. We got Nieto in the line, shooting 2 free throws and hopefully decreasing this lead. It's a 33-point lead right now for Houston. Can he make it a 31-point lead? Nieto makes the first free throw, gets the dabs right there. Look at those numbers retired right there by Utah. John Stockton right there. Karl Malone. Awesome. He has his son playing right there. Obviously, he plays a bench role, doesn't get to play that much, but hopefully he'll eventually get a bigger part as the seasons go on, as the years go on. Nieto makes the second free throw. The score is 90-59. Houston is up by 31. Here comes Eric Gordon trying to give it off to Chris Paul. Chris Paul guarded by Nieto. He loves having Nieto on him because he knows he can get aggressive, use his strength. But no, he kicks it off to Gerald Green, who shoots for 3 from the top of the three-point line, but he couldn't make it. And Nieto comes up with the rebound. 2 minutes and a half left in the third quarter, guys. The score is still 90-59. It's a 31-point lead for Houston. Here comes Utah. Crowder with the ball. Giving it off to Burke. Burke getting aggressive. And he actually ended up traveling because he shot the ball up and it didn't touch the rim, and he ended up catching it himself. So another turnover for the Utah Jazz. I know that that's going to be a key for Quinn Snyder, especially if they study film of this game. It's just them having to work on those, on those turnovers. It's just way too many. Nieto, nice, aggressive, nice gamble to kind of go in right under Chris Paul and try to slap the ball away. And nice little play right there in defense to slap the ball away, not give Chris Paul a chance to get the advantage in the post. Now Houston gets the ball. Nene gives it off to Eric Gordon. He's got space. He shoots a 3, but he couldn't make it, and Crowder comes up with the rebound. Crowder bringing the ball up. He's got Gerald Green on him. Gives it off to Burks. Burks drives it in, gives up his dribble, and he gives it off to Nieto. Nieto, he's got 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Gets a nice little screen, and it's a foul called. And Nene got a little bit too aggressive on Favors. So now Favors will be going to the line for 2 free throws. And hopefully decrease this lead to under 30 points. So we see you got Utah right here. I apologize. It's Udo right here. It's Ekpe Udo right here. I thought it was Favors that was in there, but he just got out. So I got Quinn Snyder talking to Donovan Mitchell, giving him some tasks of what he's got to do. Hopefully he can get his flow going. He's only got 2 points. Udoh almost airballed it, but he hit the front of the rim on that one. Couldn't make it, and he couldn't decrease the lead under 30 points. The score is still 90-59. Chris Paul, look at that find to Nene with the one-handed jam. Makes it a 33-point lead for the Houston Rockets. It's 92-59. Nieto for 3. Oh, too strong. Hit the back of the rim. And a rebound now for Nene. Gives it off to Chris Paul. Chris Paul getting that Nene screen. He's got space. He's got Udoh on him. He's got the mismatch. Oh, but an offensive foul was called away from the ball. And Utah Jazz will come up with the ball right here and have an opportunity with 1 minute and 9 seconds left to decrease this lead. Donovan Mitchell's in the game. Let's see if he can get his shot up going. Now let's see. He's going to start running the offense right here. Mitchell giving it off to Crowder. Crowder giving it to Burks. Mitchell trying to call for the ball, but Burks still has it. Burks takes on Nene aggressively. Too strong off the basket. And then Mbaba Moute comes up with the rebound. Here comes Chris Paul. Guarded by Nieto. Going around the screen again. And another offensive foul on Nene. That is back-to-back offensive fouls. And I think it was both on screens too. So, you know, Nene isn't happy. Chris Paul's kind of looking at the ref saying, what kind of a call is that? Also kind of be a part of Nieto trying to, you know, selling it a little bit to try to get the refs to pay attention, to kind of say, hey guys, it's just way too aggressive of a screen. Now Nene is going to sit down on the bench. Probably won't see him until the fourth quarter. The score is still 92-59. It's a 33-point lead for the Houston Rockets. Here comes Mitchell. Nice little dribble. Step in. Look at that. Step in, dribble, 3-pointer, and he scores it. Now he's got 5 points. Hopefully that shot can help him. Seeing a basket go into the basket can help his flow and help his offense. Chris Paul shoots a 3. Misses it off the mark. It's a 4-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. Mitchell's got the ball. He's already made a 3. That was a nice little move too. Is that he kind of like took a nice little dribble and in motion shot the 3 and was able to score it. Now he's got the move. Look at that. Step back between the legs. Look at that. Another 3-pointer from Mitchell. He's feeling it right now. The score is 92-65. It is under 30 points. Here comes Chris Paul. Hands it off to Capella. Capella. Oh! Gets the foul called by Mitchell. Mitchell was about to get posterized, but no, he ends up fouling him. Doesn't allow Capella to dunk it right on him. Nice foul right there by Mitchell. So Capella will be going to the free throw line for 2 more free throws. It's a 28-point lead so far. Capella misses the first free throws. It rattles in and out. Still a 92-65 lead. There's only 0.5 seconds left. Not enough time. Maybe enough time to chuck a half-court shot. Here comes Capella's second free throw. He makes the second free throw. The score is 93-65. And they almost turned the ball over. And the third quarter ends, guys. The score is 93-65. It is a 38-point lead for the Houston Rockets. Oh, man. Quinn Snyder is not happy with the play that Utah has done. Too many turnovers. Not being able to hit their three-pointers this time. And it's just not enough ball movement, really. In the first couple of games, Utah's ball movement was just so key like that. They were able to move until they found the open guy. And not only were they able to find the open guy, but they were also able to move the ball and just kind of tire the Houston defense down. I don't even know if that makes sense. They were able to tire the Houston defense in order to not let them, keep up with their men. And then, boom, eventually somebody's going to be left open, and they score the threes, or they score the open mid-range shot, or they score the bucket, driving to the lane. So it just haven't been enough that for the Utah Jazz, and that's why they're in the position that they're in right now. It is a more than 30-point lead right now. Houston has just been killing it right now. I mean, all their role players, kind of how I was mentioning in the previous break, it's just incredible like that, how they've all just been able to hit their mark. We got multiple guys in double digits. It's like James Harden has been sort of feeling his shot. He's been able to attack the basket. He's been able to get into the lane at will and just find Capella or find any other open guy on the wings. It's just amazing. Look at this, highlights by Eric Gordon. Look at that. Whether it's a corner three or going around the screen. Look at that nice little, look like he was about to drive, but he pulls it back and he scores around the screen. He loves going around the screen because he knows he hasn't lost enough space to shoot that jump shot right there. And then luckily Mitchell, after he came back right now at the end of that third quarter, he hit back-to-back three-pointers, so he's starting to hopefully feel his shot. I think he just loves to do that kind of like dribble, kind of like an inside-out dribble, and in-motion pull-up, and he shot that three right over his defender, and he scored it. And I think that just seeing that basket going into that, seeing that ball go into the basket, just going to give him more and more confidence, and just kind of keep going. It's like, okay, let's see how much of a short memory he does have. Because, I mean, for a lot of players, the game is very mental like that. You start missing shots after shot after shot. You stop being aggressive. You're like, okay, well, I'm just going to let my teammates go. And star players, obviously, you can't do that like that. You have to have a short-term memory. You got to keep attacking, keep attacking, keep attacking. Even if you miss, even if the crowd is just wanting you to pass, you got to keep trying to find your opportunities and keep scoring, because that's just the only way you're going to break through and just help your team out. So we'll see what Mitchell can do. He hit back-to-back three-pointers. And, and the second one was even nice, too. He got a nice little crossover, stepped back behind the line, knew where the line was, and he shot it right over Gerald Green, and he scored that three-pointer. So we'll see what Donovan Mitchell can do in this fourth quarter. Or if Quinn Snyder just decides, you know what, guys, it's a 30-point deficit that we're in. Let's just, pick and choose our battles. Let's go ahead and rest our guys and get ready for Game 4. It's still our home court. We can still take that game and see where it goes from there. It all depends on what Quinn Snyder decides to do. I'd be surprised if I see Chris Paul and James Harden play right now in this beginning of the fourth quarter. I'm sure Mike D'Antoni will give them rest, because I know he will want them to come out with this exact same game plan and exact same energy that they came out in this game. This is the perfect way they wanted to start out Game 3 on the road, 30-point lead. This is what you want as a team, especially kind of having that momentum. You want the momentum as you go on series to series. So we'll see what they do. Guys, the game is back on right here. We got Donovan Mitchell right here starting the quarter. He's got Capella on him. He's got the speed. Nice little crossover to the left. Shot the three. Oh, too strong. He tried to follow it up, but he couldn't get his own rebound. Here comes Chris Paul, who's still in the game. Chris Paul working his way. Look at that. 15-foot jump shot. Couldn't make it that time. Gobert comes up with the rebound. Gives it off to Ingles. Ingles drives it in. Gave up his dribble. He's got to give the ball away. Can't find an open man. This time he finally finds O'Neal. And O'Neal ends up throwing the ball away. And Houston comes up with another turnover. Oh, man. Another turnover for the Utah Jazz is just killing them right now. The score is 93-65. It is a 28-point lead for the Houston Rockets. CP3 going through multiple screens. Pulls it back. Nice little fadeaway jump shot off 1 foot, but he couldn't make that one too strong. Jerebko comes up with the rebound. Gives it off to Mitchell. Mitchell has got Mbamute on him. Trying to find somebody. Gives it to O'Neal. O'Neal has been pretty quiet so far. Giving it off to Jerebko. Jerebko, he's got Green on him. Giving it off to Gobert. Gobert, trying to give it off. Gives it off to O'Neal. O'Neal pulls up from 3, and he drains the three-pointer. O'Neal, as soon as I said he was quiet, he probably heard me. Scored that three-pointer right there. Now the score is 93-68. They're going down. The lead is going down. They got a nice little run. The crowd's got to get into it. They got to give them more energy. And there's another foul called right there. This time it's on Utah. So Houston will inbound the ball. Guys, let me know in the chat if you feel that Houston going to keep this lead like that, or is Utah going to be going a crazy comeback and take this game into overtime, or maybe win this game? So we got Capella looking for Chris Paul. Chris Paul guarded by O'Neal. O'Neal's been playing some pretty good defense on Harden and Paul. Now, and Mbamute open on the wing. Oh, couldn't make that. Houston Rockets have missed their last 3 shots. Here comes Donovan Mitchell. Donovan hands it off to O'Neal. O'Neal guarded by Paul. Now we got Ingles from 3. Oh, couldn't get the bounce on that one. I thought it was about to bounce right back in, but he couldn't get it. Houston comes up with the rebound. Here comes Eric Gordon. He's got 20 points. There we go. Oh, tries to attack it. He gets blocked by Rudy Gobert, but Houston comes up with the ball. No, actually Ingles came up with the ball right there. Now Ingles Try to fake pass it to Gobert. Gives it to O'Neal. O'Neal gives it back to Inglis. Inglis pulls it back. He's got Mbamute on him. Goes around the Mitchell screen. Now he kicks it off to Mitchell. Almost loses the ball. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Oh, Mitchell pulls it way back. Oh, and couldn't make that three. Rattled in and out right there. That I was about to say. It was almost like from 35, 40 feet away from the three-point line right there. So here comes Chris Paul. Chris Paul driving it to the basket. Now he's got the mismatch he wants. He wants Gobert between the legs. Trying to cross him over right here. No, he's trying. Oh, got a little lazy. Looked at the referee complaining. And Gobert almost come up with the sneaky hands right there. And it ended up being a foul called right there. Chris Paul telling the referee, hey, come on, man, call the foul. But look at that mistake. You keep your eyes off him and you start not focusing on the game. Gobert almost came in with the quick hands and stole the ball. The score is 93-68. There is 9 minutes left in this fourth quarter, guys. Utah has made a couple baskets. And Mbamute shoots for three. No, another missed shot. Utah's getting those rebounds right there and playing some good defense. Houston has not made a bucket so far. Here comes O'Neal. Pump fakes it. Drives it in. Sees the open lane and he scores again. Royce O'Neal, the leading scorer right now for the Utah Jazz, scores another bucket. The score is 93-70 and the lead is down to 23. Here comes, Capella hands it off to Eric Gordon. Eric Gordon gets a nice little floater. Nobody defended him on that one. Brings the lead back up to 25, 95-70. Here comes Mitchell directing the offense. Going around the screen by Gobert. Gives it off to Gobert. Gobert wanting to give it back to Mitchell. Mitchell takes it up. Oh, easy layup. Looked that the defense was kind of lazy. Wasn't going to come up to him. Goes right into the center. Under the basket. Gets a nice easy layup. Mitchell's starting to feel it. This is what he needs. Here comes Gordon. Guarded by O'Neal. Gordon pulls up from three. Gets the foul called behind the three-point line. So he will be going to the free throw line to shoot 3 threes. 3 free throws. Why the hell did I say 3 threes? That didn't make any sense. So he's been going to the line. I think, Gobert trying to plead his case, understanding of why they had to call it. So now Gordon going to the line for 3 free throws and increasing this lead. So far right now, it's a 27-point lead right now for the Houston Rockets. It's a 23-point lead. I apologize. 23-point lead. We got Harden stretching on. Look at that weird stretch right there. He's about to come back in. Doesn't want this lead to evaporate and go down less than 20. So here comes Eric Gordon's first attempt. Scores the bucket on that one. Makes it 96-72. Harden, Nene, and PJ Tucker are all seen to check in. Here comes Eric Gordon's second free throw. And it makes it a 25-point game right there. I don't know why guys started running away. They thought it was a 2-pointer, but I think he was clearly behind the line when he got fouled. So now here comes James Harden, Nene, and PJ Tucker. They do not want this lead to go away. They want to keep it going. It's a 25-point lead so far. It was as high as 30. Well, actually more than that. It was actually as high as 37. Here comes Gordon's third attempt. He makes it. And he makes it a 26-point lead. The score is 98-72. Less than 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Let's see what Utah's got. Let's see if they can get into this zone and keep scoring. Here comes, Ingles. Nice little step back. Try to make that three. Gobert was there in the right position. Nobody boxed him out. And he got the nice tip in and got 2 more points. The score is 98-74. It's a 24-point lead for the Houston Rockets. James Harden making his magic. Look at that. Look at that no-look slip pass to Nene, but it gets stolen right there. Nieto finds Jerebko. Jerebko comes up with the jam right there, but I believe it was going to be a foul before he even got there. So Utah will inbound the ball. The score is 98-74. Houston is still up by 24 points. I like the way Utah's been playing their defense. Their hands have been a lot more active. They've been able to swipe at more balls and just get a lot more loose balls than they did in the first half. So now we're going to see, the refs are actually going to go review a play. I don't know what they're going to review. Probably to see what happened on that call. The score is still 98-74. Houston is up by 24 points. The score was almost like lead was up to 37 points. Let's see. Yeah, so foul by Chris Paul. I think I want to see if it was like a clear path foul. I think see if the defender was on there before They crossed it, so I think Nene was already past there, so I don't think it's going to be anything. Yeah, it's just a regular common foul. So we got Nieto here. Giving it off to Gobert. Gobert giving it back to Nieto. Nieto running this offense right here. Oh, he's going to drive it on James Harden. Almost gives it off. Yeah, and it looked like he traveled right there. Took too many steps on that one. So now another turnover, and Houston gets the ball back. This is the time you do not want to give the ball back to Houston like that, especially when you're on a roll. You're feeling it like that. You're chipping away at this lead. It's not the time to make turnovers. Chris Paul hands it off to Nene. Nene trying to look for James Harden. He's got the space like that. Gobert's giving him so much space because he knows he's not going to take a jump shot. Here comes Chris Paul. Guarded by Nieto. Now he's going to pull it back behind the three-point line. He's got 3 seconds left on the shot clock. Pulls up from 3. And he's too strong. Ingles comes up with the rebound for Utah. Here comes Ingles. Guarded by Chris Paul. Fake pass to Rudy Gobert, but he hands it off to O'Neal. O'Neal. Nice little between the legs. Almost loses the ball. He gives it off to Ingles. Ingles back to O'Neal. Oh, tried to give it off to the open Nieto. But Eric Gordon with the nice hands tips it out of bounds. And it'll be Utah ball with 7 seconds left on the shot clock. That'll be a timeout right there. So as we come back, guys, let me know in the chat what you guys think of the game so far. Houston had a 37-point lead. Now it is only about like a 24-point lead so far. So let me know, guys, what do you guys think? What plays have you guys liked so far from the game? If you've been watching the game, let me know if there was any exciting play you guys thought. Some of Capella's blocks were pretty intense. He blocked Gobert, pinned the ball against the backboard. It was a nice little play. He also blocked Derek Favors. Derek Favors tried to go for a straight two-hand jam, and Capella just said, stuck out his hand, and he blocked it. There's some pretty good plays, guys. I mean, but, you know, it felt like been a complete blowout the whole game. Houston has just been in control ever since the game started. They came out aggressive. Their guys have just been hitting shots and hitting shots and hitting shots. So, I mean, it's going to be tough to beat Houston. You're literally just going to have to outscore them, and that alone is tough too, because you know that if they're hitting their threes, they're hitting their mid-range jump shots, Capella's being able to score in the paint, I mean, they're going to score over 100 points. So, I mean, and their defense is pretty tough too, especially when they stick to their assignments and they stick to what they have to do. How they played Mitchell has been excellent, basically not letting him get to where he needs to go. Especially, he loves to drive it into the lane, use his footwork to get, spin moves and then go up and under. This time they have guys, okay, if you see Mitchell drive it into the lane, a second defender comes over, has active hands, and starts trying to trying to stick their hand in there and get the steal or make the shot tougher, and not let him go do that up and under layup that he loves to do, or not get his shot off at all. So like that's what's been beneficial for them on defense. So they've stuck to their assignments and done a pretty good job on Donovan Mitchell. So we'll see what happens. I'm pretty sure Donovan Mitchell will come back. He got a nice little break right now. Nieto was running the offense for him. He'll probably be coming back in and seeing if they can chip away at this lead. If not, I think Quinn Snyder will make the right decision and let his guys kind of rest and save it for Game 4, because it's still in Utah. They still have a chance. Okay, if they go down 2-1, they can still bring it back to 2-2 and then go back to Houston, and they're still in control of this, still control of their own fate basically in this series. It'll be a tied series 2-2. That's if they win Game 4. Guys, let me know in the chat what you've thought so far about the game. What plays that you've seen like that. Put it right there in the chat. What other games have you been excited for? Did anybody watch the Warriors and the Pelicans game before this? Did anybody see like them get blown out basically by 20 points? Anthony Davis went crazy and he got a few points. Drew Holiday was aggressive. Is anybody watching the Celtics and 76ers series? Does anybody think they're going to come back? Does anybody think the Raptors are going to come back? They're down 2-0 against Cleveland. Cleveland took away their home court. Does anybody think that they can make it, and win 4 straight games, or at least take 2 away from Cleveland? Me personally, it's going to be super tough. I had confidence in them, after they lost that game 1. I felt like, okay, well, you got to win this game 2 and keep your home court at least alive. But nope, they couldn't even do that. We got the game back going right here. We got Jerebko driving to the lane. Aggressive, but he couldn't make that one. Now James Harden comes up with the rebound. James Harden guarded by O'Neal. Giving off to Gordon, who gives it back to James Harden. Harden double teamed, but now he's guarded by O'Neal. Now he's guarded by Jerebko. He's got the mismatch right here. He loves this. Look at that. Oh, nice little step back. And he can. Oh, and he got the roll. Got the nice little bounce on that three-pointer. Bounced off the front of the rim, hit the glass, bounced against the front of the rim again, and he got it to go. Here comes Burks. Burks pulls up from 3. Way too short, and Harden comes up with another rebound right there. Sends it off to Nene, and Nene gets an easy one-handed jam right there. And the score is 103 to 74. It's going back. It's a 29-point lead again, guys. Houston is keeping it rolling. They do not want it to go, and they want to send a message that this is their game. This is their series. Look at Exum driving it in. Nice little hesitation move, and drives it into the lane and gets a nice little one-handed layup. Score is 103 to 76. Here comes Harden. Harden gets the ball back from Tucker. Has the opening, gives it to Nene. Pump fake. Another one-handed jam for Nene. He is getting those looks at will right there, especially with the help from James Harden. He just has to be in the right position at the right time, keep your hands up, and then boom, wait for that pass by James Harden, whips it in, and he's got it able to score. Exum drives it in again, but he couldn't get the foul called or the layup, so Harden comes up with the ball again, guarded by O'Neal, between the legs, behind the back, dribbles. Now he's taking his time. ISO on O'Neal, look at that, between the legs, drives it past it, kicks it out to Ariza for 3, corner. No, couldn't get it. And Burks comes up with the rebound. He skies for the rebound on that one. Here comes Burks to Jerebko. Nice pump fake by Jerebko. Aggressive. Gets the nice easy layup. And the score is 105 to 78. And then we got Utah still down 105 to 78. I don't think Mitchell's going to come back. He's probably going to get his rest and get ready for game 4. Here comes Harden. Oh, fake the dribble like he's going to drive it in. Now he's got Exum on him. Here comes the between the legs crossover. Goes a floater right over Udoh right there. And he gets that one to go. And it's a timeout by Quinn Snyder. The score is 107 to 78. It's a 29-point lead. Oh, man. Nice little move right there by James Harden. He's starting to feel it now. He loves to get that ISO ball right there and just kind of call off his guys and just, okay, you know what to do. Get into position just in case after I drive, and I'll kick it out to the wing or kick it out to the corner so you guys can score that 3. But in that case, he took it for himself. Did a nice little between the legs crossover, and he's just so good. Harden is so good at like this off-pace dribble. To me, it's like an off-pace dribble. Is that he kind of dribbles it slow, and then boom, he'll pick it up, dribble it fast between his leg or behind the back, and then just catch you off guard and freeze you so that he can drive right past you. And that's what he did on Royce O'Neal. Royce O'Neal was kind of guarding him up. Okay, he's at the three-point line, and he always loves to kind of do that slow dribble in front of him and a slow between the legs dribble. This time, he went right quick between the legs from his right hand to his left hand between the legs, quick between the legs dribble, drove it past O'Neal. Then all he needed to do was get it right over Udoh for the Utah Jazz, and he got the floater, and he got the nice little bounce, and he was able to score that one. I mean, it's so tough to guard him like that because he just utilizes that off-pace dribbling. He uses his speed wisely. He doesn't. Most guys like attack the rim, and they just go all out. I'm just going to use my whole speed and just go straight at you, and then eventually, you either get stuffed by a block or you get called for the charge. Or you get call fouled to the blocking, and then you get to go to the free throw line. But Harden uses his speed more wisely. He knows, okay, I know I can get past you, but I'm just trying to look for that right moment to get past you. I'm like looking for the right time and the right pace right there, and know when my guys are ready in the right position, and that's when I'm going to drive and attack you. So he'll just use his little slow off-pace dribbles between the legs, go past you, and then if he sees that the defenders are double teaming him, he knows, okay, there's one guy that's in front of me, like there's 2 guys in front of me, that means there's one guy that's open. Kicks it out to Ariza, Tucker, Gordon, Chris Paul, so many guys that he has at his disposal, and he scores a 3. So, I mean, it's been working for him this game so far. Let's see what changes Utah will do in game 4 to be able to help them out, because I know Quinn Snyder was not happy with the turnovers, was not happy with the the minimal ball movement that they just could not do. Obviously, Donovan Mitchell not being able to score how he was able to score in the last few games and in the previous series is going to have a huge factor. So we'll see. And we'll also see what happens with Ricky Rubio. We'll see if is he going to come back this series? What kind of effect will he have? He obviously is the kind of captain and the leader of that offense. And that kind of pressure had to be kind of given off to Donovan Mitchell and to kind of take over the offense and see what he can kind of do and how he can run that offense and run it like a nice flow that Ricky Rubio does. But hopefully Ricky Rubio can come back and give them that energy and see what happens, see where we go from here. All right, guys, the broadcast is coming back. The game's coming back. They're showing the highlights for the next 2 games. Tomorrow it's Toronto and Cleveland, and Boston and Philadelphia. Cleveland with the 2-0 lead, Boston with the 2-0 lead. I feel like Philadelphia's got the edge. I think they're at home. They can come back in the series. Raptors have it way tougher. They got Cleveland. They're at Cleveland, and it's just so tough to take out LeBron James. All right, guys, we got the game back on right here. They just showed highlights. They got David Stockton, John Stockton's son, getting some minutes in this playoff series. Let's see what he can do right here. Obviously, it's going to be tough to take away the position of Ricky Rubio, but can always develop. He can always show his skills and show what he's got. And these are the minutes that, you should take advantage, and opportunities you should take advantage of in these kind of garbage time minutes in this playoff series. David Stockton, tried to floater it right over the defenders right here. I think it was Tariq Black, but he couldn't make that one. And Gerald Green comes up with the ball. There's less than 4 minutes left on the clock in this fourth quarter. Houston is a few minutes away from taking a 2-1 series lead. Joe Johnson, ISO Joe. Look at that spin move and the nice easy layup. Gets it in. Hits a 31-point lead, 109-78. Here comes, nice little cut by Burks right there, and he gets that nice little layup. Awesome move to get the contact, to absorb the contact, and still gently lay the ball right there on the backboard, off the glass, into the basket. Here comes Joe Johnson right there, guarded by David Stockton. Look at that. Just going to bully him in there. Fade away jump shot. Almost hit it off the glass, but he couldn't make it. Jerebko comes up with the rebound. Jerebko going around the screen, gives it off to David Stockton for 3. No, too strong right there. David Stockton can't get that. I'm pretty sure everybody in the arena wants him to get his first points of the playoffs. First points right there. But he couldn't get it. Here comes Gerald Green. Nice hesitation move. Drives it in. Couldn't get it, but he got his own rebound. And David Stockton comes up with a steal right there. Here he comes. Nice little Euro step. And he gets his first points right there. Look at his dad. Look at his family right there. I'm pretty sure everybody was wanting him to get it. He wanted it. He got aggressive. Shot that 3. Drove it in. And he finally got it. He got the steal. Took it coast to coast. And he scored his first buckets of this playoff series. Here comes Tariq Black trying to make that. But no, he couldn't make it. It rolled out. And there was a foul called over the back right there on Tariq Black. So Utah will get the ball. I'm pretty sure his dad loved that moment. Look at this. Look at the replay right there. Look at that. Showing his dad right there. Side by side of him attacking the rim. Boom. Yep. Look at that. His dad. It's just stone cold. Yep. That's his first points right there. It's okay like that. Yeah. He knows that obviously he's got way more to do to improve and show his place on this team. Here comes Jerebko driving the basket. And he makes that nice little bank shot from 10 feet away. The score is 109-84. Johnson gives it off to Tariq Black. Black giving it back to Johnson. Here comes Johnson. Nice little floater from 9 feet. Couldn't make that one. And then Udo comes up with the rebound. Gives it off to Nieto. Nieto, nice little hesitation. And then speeds up into the basket. Tries to attack it. Couldn't make it, but he gets the foul called. Less than 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter, guys. Houston has a 109-84 lead. They have dominated the whole game since the first quarter started. Donovan Mitchell did not have the game he was expecting to have. Didn't score like how he was able to score in the previous series and the first 2 games as well. Here comes Nato. First free throw attempt, and he was able to score that one. 109-85 lead. Less than 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Hopefully he can take this game and use this as motivation for the game 4, and I know he will. I mean, he is a rookie, obviously, and we all know even the best players have tough games, but he showed that he's been able to have a short-term memory and just come out even more aggressive the next game. And I'm not going to be surprised how he's going to come out in game 4. And he'll be ready. He'll be locked in, scoring from threes, attacking the basket, and finding his spots. Here comes Ryan Anderson. Scores that mid-range shot. Nice shot by Ryan Anderson. Get his first points of the games. Scores 111-86. Here comes Nieto. Nieto going around the screen. Nieto's got Ryan Anderson on him. Looked like he wanted to take a shot. Pump faked it, but gave it away. Oh, almost gets it stolen by Mbamute. Gets aggressive. Tries to put up the basket. Couldn't make the shot. And Gerald Green comes up with the rebound. Here comes Gerald Green. Oh, nice little behind the back to get away from his defender right there. Pump fakes it. Jab step. Gives it off to Tariq Black. Goes around the screen. Back to Gerald Green. Tried to get in between the defenders. Oh, but Black comes up with the rebound. And it gets swatted by Udoh. Nice defensive play right there by Udoh. Here comes Burks. Drives it all the way. Oh, nice little putback right there. That was a nice play right there by Utah. Stayed with it. Yes, of course, the game is over. But they're still going to get aggressive. And Bradley came up with that little tip in. And was able to score his first points. Oh, Stockton almost came up a little bit too aggressively on Ryan Anderson and gets the foul called on him. So Rockets will go ahead and inbound the ball. Comparing, I guess, the most points by a rookie in the first 9 games, Donovan Mitchell already has 219, but he's in good company. Oh, nice play by Mbamute. Nice aggressiveness to kind of use the contact right there and absorb it and then still be able to make that left-handed layup around the defenders. Here comes David Stockton. Directing the offense right there. He's got Tariq Black on him. Gives up his dribble. Kicks it out to Nieto. Nieto, fake pass. Oh, tried to get that little floater over him, but he couldn't do it right there. And it's a loose ball, but it'll stay on Utah's side. So Utah will get the ball back with 21 seconds and probably the last shot. These guys had a great game. Chris Paul, Eric Gordon, James Harden, all scoring in their spots, scoring at will. Oh, Burke scores the three-pointer and the foul right there. So he got a chance at a 4-point play. Always exciting to see those like that. So scores 113-91. I mean, it was a complete team effort right there. I mean, every guy contributed either on the defensive end, on the offensive end. It was just the right performance that this team needed, especially after that Game 2 loss. And Burke completes the 4-point play that makes the score 113-92. It's a 21-point lead. With 13 seconds left, Johnson with the ball. He'll just let the time run out of this game. And it'll let Houston take a 2-1 lead in this series. Game 4, guys, is going to be this Sunday right here. James Harden had a game right there. Awesome game right here by him. I mean, look at this. Let's check out these stats right here. Let's check out the stats right here. I mean, look at this. James Harden, 25 points. Eric Gordon, 25 points. Both tied for the scoring leader right there. I mean, Chris Paul had 15. Capella had 11. Trevor Ariza had 11. Tucker had 9. Nene had 8 off the bench. I mean, it was just like a complete team effort. They all contributed on the defensive end in order to stop Mitchell from scoring from where he wanted to score, as well as not letting Ingles catch fire from 3, not letting Crowder score. Capella with those defensive stops, those blocks on favors, and Rudy Gobert. I mean, it was just a complete clinic for Houston Rockets right now, and that's the kind of game they needed to start off this road trip against Utah. They take the game 113-92 with keeping that lead. I think they got up the lead up to 37 points. So it was a great game right there by Houston. Not so great game by Utah, but that's what the playoffs are about. It's about seeing where your flaws were at, seeing where you made your mistakes, and trying to see how you can improve as the game goes on, as the series goes on as well. Well, guys, this is Vic Play-by-Play. Thanks for everyone that's watching right now. Let me know in the chat right now what you guys thought. What you guys thought about the game, what you guys thought about the play-by-play, if you were able to hear it. Thanks for hearing. Thanks for listening to me. Thanks for hearing. That doesn't even make sense. Thanks for listening to me, guys. I'm going to try to stream on Sunday. I'm trying to catch that Warriors-Pelicans game. Hopefully I can stream that and do a play-by-play on that. Just in case you guys are interested. Again, check out my YouTube channel. If you guys like more of these videos, make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell so you can get notifications of when I go live. I'm trying to go for that Warriors Pelicans game. Try to go live for that. Also check into my account because I'm also doing top 5 play videos for each series. I should be having one come out about the OKC Thunder and the Utah Jazz for that first round series. Hopefully that can come out either tomorrow or this weekend. And yeah, just check out other videos that I've done, and I'm trying to just put out as much content as I can. Also, if anyone is interested in following me, I'm on social media for more playoff content. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Instagram. Follow me, guys. I am all of those. I am on Vic-Play-by-play, all one word, Vic-Play-by-play. Thanks again to Ryan for checking me out, dude. Thanks for coming up on the chat and messaging me, dude. I really appreciate you coming on, dude, and showing me support. So thanks, man. Hope you have a good weekend, and hope you enjoyed the game. God King, thanks for coming on to the chat as well, my man. Had it been a while, I hadn't seen you probably since like the first or second time I had streamed. So thanks for checking me out, dude, and you know, chatting me up and giving me some good questions over the chat. And I hope to check you out. Hopefully you can come onto the stream on Sunday when I do it for the Warriors and the Pelicans. Hopefully that's the game I do. And for everybody else that watched the game and watched my live stream, I appreciate it, guys. Thanks again. This is Vic Play-by-Play. I'll catch you guys on Sunday, hopefully, so I can cover the Warriors and Pelicans game and do commentary and work on my skills, guys. Just trying to get better and trying to see if I can make this into a career. All right, guys. Thanks again. This is Vic Play-by-Play, and I'll catch you guys down the road. Later.